How do you start a nose job vlog? Because I really don't know. If you are coming onto this video and you're like, excuse me, what's going on? Jamie, I'm very confused. I highly recommend checking out this video that I already filmed and posted where I talk a little bit more in depth about why I am getting a rhino, or rather septorhinoplasty. And I just talk a little bit more about that. I'm not really gonna go too into that today just because I don't want to be redundant and all of that info is already there. But yeah, I'm getting a nose job. This is crazy because it's happening tomorrow. It's currently August 26th, 2020. I just filmed my very last video for YouTube with this nose, and just the idea that this is going to be the last time that I'm on camera with my nose that I currently have is really emotional. I really want to be as honest about this process as possible because while it's really interesting to see the physical changes, I think it's important to talk about how you feel mentally and emotionally going through something like this, because I don't really see a lot of people talking about that. I am somebody who is naturally a pretty anxious person. I'm also a very emotional person. And so I kind of figured that going through this type of change, it would like hit me hard. I knew an anxiety attack was going to come at some point, and that happened today. It really sucked. I think the reason why it happened was really just purely because this is such a big deal. It's such a big deal for me. And I'm scared. I'm scared that the results maybe aren't gonna be what I want. I'm scared about the process of the whole thing just because I don't know what to expect. I'm a big control freak. I like to know exactly what's happening at the exact time, exactly how I'm going to feel. And when I feel out of control in that way, that's when my anxiety tends to get a little bit crazier. And obviously in this situation, I just don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But I clearly trust my doctor with every inch of my being. Otherwise, I wouldn't have booked with him. So I need to just continuously remind myself that. But anxiety isn't always rational, is it? That's my little update for right now. I'll update you guys tomorrow. It is currently Thursday, August 27th at 9:45 a.m. We are day 0. It is the day of the surgery. I can't believe the day is here. I surprisingly slept really well last night. Really not what I expected for the day before surgery. I thought that I would not be able to sleep at all, but I actually slept great. And I feel zero anxiety right now, which is also shocking me. I feel like my anxiety attack yesterday and just all of the stress and anxiety that I have been feeling over the last couple weeks was just the buildup. And now that it's finally here, like it's all expended from my body already, so I don't even have to deal with it, which honestly, thankful for it. There's really not much for me to do right now. My surgery is at 2 p.m. At least I have to be there for 2 p.m. I already started fasting and I'm already starving, so off to a great start. You are directed to take a shower before your surgery using like organic, unscented, like really simple soap. And you're also supposed to wash your hair, and so that's what I did, and I gave myself a nice little blowout because might as well have one part of me look okay throughout this whole process. Hopefully this blowout is gonna stick, probably not. I also had to take all of my jewelry out. This is like the first time that I'm not wearing my little lightning bolt hoop and these 2 piercings right here in like, I don't know, 2.5 years. So it feels so weird for them not to be there. I guess I'll probably try and vlog something once I get there on my phone. We'll see how that happens. I'll vlog before I end up like actually leaving. And obviously, hopefully we'll be able to do it once I'm actually out of surgery and I won't be too out of it. We'll see.
So my surgery was actually initially supposed to be at 10:30 a.m. but was moved a couple days prior to 2 p.m. And then at 10:30, as soon as I finished filming this clip, I got a call from my surgeon's office and they were like, "Hey Jamie, you could come up to the clinic now." And I was like, I'm sorry, what? My surgery was moved to 2. There was a small miscommunication between my doctor and his assistant. And so my surgery was actually at 10:30. And after 10 minutes of frantic calls, I was on my way to the clinic. And it all happened so fast that I didn't even really have time to think about it. Here's a picture of me right before going into the clinic that my boyfriend took. I did have to go in by myself because of COVID restrictions. So I just walked myself up there, and within 20 minutes, I was already all prepped and ready to go into surgery. It happened very, very quickly. The entire time I was shaking like crazy, obviously just really nervous, but my surgeon and his team were so warm and made the whole process really as smooth as it could have possibly been. Then I walked into the surgery room, I lied down on the table, and as they were prepping me, I became very overwhelmed and immediately started crying, as you do. And my surgeon was really sweet and actually held my hand as they administered the anesthesia. And as I felt myself falling asleep, before I knew it, I was already waking up in recovery. It was the weirdest feeling. When I woke up, I felt zero pain. I was just really, really tired and could barely really keep my eyes open. And a couple hours later, my mom picked me up and drove me back home. And here is me immediately after that.
Hi guys. Icing right now. So probably look a lot worse than I feel. My doctor spoke to me, but I don't remember it. He told me that everything went amazing. It was actually 4-hour surgery instead of 3. He's a perfectionist. God bless. Love that. He actually sent me my side profile and I look amazing. It's so cute. I got home. I came into bed. I've been in bed ever since. If I could rate this pain on 10, I would rate it a 1. I would rate it a 0 because I literally feel zero pain. But I feel like 0 is a little bit too generous, because a 0 is probably just being normal. And I'm not normal right now. I'm definitely not normal. So a 1. I just still am a little bit nauseous when I moved too quickly probably from the general. But it's slowly fading. I was actually able to eat a little bit of sweet potato, so that was good. Hope my boob didn't pop out there.
What you got there?
Oh yeah, my mom got me a flamingo, and I love him.
What's on his nose?
He has a cast just like me.
It's a nose buddy.
Literally, my mother is the cutest woman on the face of the planet. Really, the only thing I feel right now is it feels like I have a really bad cold, but I could breathe through my nose. There's just lots of blood in there. It's just gross, I know. Nobody talks about this, by the way, but you have to spit out the blood as it drips down the back of your throat, which is disgusting, but you don't really want to swallow that. So trying to do that. My throat doesn't even hurt from the tube that they put down my throat too, which is kind of crazy. I'm already getting bruised. I'm bruised over here from what I saw. I think I'm getting like a bit of a red eye, which is normal. I don't want to open my eyes, honestly, so you're gonna just have to deal with this situation. It's weird. I'm so tired, but I physically can't sleep. Not because I'm uncomfortable, just because like I can't fall asleep. Okay. That's really it.
That's update for day
0. Peace out, A-Town. Oh, look at me. First day post-op, but it's been 24 hours since my surgery. Last night was pretty difficult. Just because I couldn't breathe, to be expected. I was actually really happy that I wasn't taking any of my like intense painkillers, because I have Tylenol and then I have like painkillers. But at 4, like I was feeling so much pressure near my eyes. Like that's really what hurts the most out of anything. My nose literally does not hurt at all. And so I took the pain meds and it actually knocked me out, thankfully. So I got to sleep for like 4 hours. Ew, Oliver, don't drink my spit bucket. That's really gross. I finally got to sleep at 4 in the morning and I slept 4 hours, and then plus the 2 hours that I slept before that. So it was a total of 6 hours, which actually is not bad for the first night. Oliver, don't eat my mashed potatoes, thank you. So yeah, I mean, there's really not much to update. Like I'm feeling a lot better than I expected. Like when people say this is not painful, it really is not painful. Like my nose does not hurt at all, which is pretty shocking. My bruises are definitely pretty intense, especially on my right eye. Left eye too is pretty intense. My eyes are like continuously watering. But yeah, I feel like I actually look pretty good compared to a lot of other nose jobs that I've seen where people get crazy swollen. I feel like I don't look so bad. I kind of have no appetite right now, but I'm forcing myself to eat because I am on quite a few different types of medications, and I feel like it's better if I have something in my stomach. So my mom is here, and Oliver.
Nurse mother.
And she's taking care of me. She made me some sweet potato. I'm a little bit numb right here.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's it.
That may last for months.
My lips are also so hydrated. I thought that my lips would get so cracked and gross, but I've been using the Lano Lips 101 ointment. And wow, my lips are perfect, even though I'm mouth breathing like crazy. Holy shit. A++ would definitely recommend for nose jobs and your other dry lip needs. It really works. Oh my god, wait, before I go, I'm remembering all of the crazy things that I said to the nurse at the clinic. So I was wearing, obviously, like the gown where you're not wearing anything underneath. I was just wearing my underwear, so you could totally see my ass because I was wearing a thong. Which, why did I do that? I don't know. She wanted me to go to the bathroom, so I'm walking to the bathroom and my ass is hanging out. And I was like trying to like cover it. She's like, don't worry, nobody's here. And I was like, yeah, it's true. And I also have a nice butt. Like, what? I also was talking about pineapple. She was like, oh my god, you don't even have a lot of bruises. I'm like, it's because I ate pineapple yesterday. What? Oh my god, she was the sweetest nurse ever. I'll never forget her. Anyways, that's my drowsy nurse story. Okay, I gotta shoot my gauze. Bye. Hi guys. It's the end of post-op day 1. I just changed my little gauze thing and I took a look at my nose. I've kind of been avoiding doing that. It's just so weird to see. Like, it's very jarring. Anyways, as far as pain level goes, still pretty low. Besides that, I'm not really finding it very difficult to sleep elevated. A lot of people mentioned that that's like one of the worst parts is sleeping elevated. I actually feel like this pillow that I'm using is the best for sleeping elevated because it's like a bouncy pillow. It doesn't fully collapse with itself, so it really keeps you upright but also supported. I have a fort next to me because my boyfriend sleeps over there and I don't want him to hit me in the face accidentally. Both are looking a little bit rough. Time to go to sleep. Good night. I take back everything that I said. It's 2 in the morning. No pain, but so uncomfortable. Sleep is not happening tonight. Last night I was in actually some pain. I really couldn't sleep, and then somehow I did end up falling asleep, thank goodness. And I ended up coming to my living room to sleep on the couch at 4 in the morning, and I fell asleep here for another 4 hours. I woke up at 8. Gotta sleep as much as possible because that's when you heal. This is probably the most monotone video you're ever gonna see from me. I cannot emote or express emotions very well, so sorry about that. And every single clip is like just my head this big. I feel like I've made the most progress today as far as the way I'm recovering. 12 hours later, I feel like I look like 20% better, which is so crazy. I feel like every hour my face is improving and I'm feeling better and better. Like, just my eyes, I could tell I'm able to like open them and keep them open so much easier because the swelling isn't quite as intense on my lids. Like, it's definitely gotten so much better. I mean, obviously the way we all heal is like different for everybody. I really tried to set myself up for success for this surgery. For about a month, I've been kind of prepping my body, making sure that I'm giving it what it needs to be strong in my recovery. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I've cut out coffee because of the surgery, because coffee is inflammatory or causes inflammation. I also was recommended some supplements by a naturopath to take before my surgery and also after my surgery, which I did get approved by my doctor. I've also been drinking this potato broth which sounds so weird, but this is also something that my naturopath gave me. Apparently this has like 12 incredible anti-inflammatory ingredients in it, and she dropped it off today at the beginning of the day, and I've been drinking it all day. She told me to drink like this giant mason jar every single day, so that's what I plan on doing. Besides that, tomorrow I am posting the announcement video of me mentioning that I'm getting a rhinoplasty or got a rhinoplasty, and to be honest, I am a little bit nervous about that. Just not looking forward to it. I just hope the comments are gonna be nice as they normally are. Oh boy, I like yellow. I'm watching Lily Pebbles. It's like 8:30 in the morning. I'm drinking my broth. Every time I swallow, it sounds like my nose is farting, which is really cute. I like that. The swelling has absolutely dropped to my cheeks. I look like a little chipmunk. It looks like I just got my wisdom teeth taken out. I'm having a very glamorous morning with my gentle tears rolling down my face. Drinking my probiotic before I take my antibiotic. Delicious. So these are not gentle tears from my nose job. These are real tears. I just posted my announcement video saying that I'm getting a nose job. Some of you are probably like, Jamie, like, relax, you're being so ridiculous. But you have no idea how stressed I was to like talk about this, you know, with this job that I have. I feel like it's just my responsibility to be as open as possible, and I just would never want you guys to like see me in a different light because of a decision that I make for myself. To see all of your positive comments already, even though it's only been a couple minutes, like, it just feels like such a relief. It's been my main worry besides the surgery itself for years, and it's kind of what actually prevented me from getting the surgery for a long time, because I was so scared of what people would think. Wow, a huge weight lifted, and like I just like immediately started crying, which is not good for the nose. It's too much pressure, it's not good. Over the last 7 years that I've been on YouTube, I've gone through so many transformations, and you guys have always been there with me through it, whether or not you realize it. And it's just really nice to have so many supportive people. So yeah, thank you. I'm so overwhelmed with just pure happiness and like pure relief, and your sweet, sweet, sweet comments. Like, I don't know why I even thought this would go any different. My mom said, she's like, see, Jamie, I told you everything would be fine.
Told her.
So the funniest thing is that I am getting messages from so many different types of people who I know in real life, who either I know through YouTube or I know through my personal life. People are messaging me and are like, Jamie, I remember you talking about this when you were literally 14 years old, or when you were 18 years old, or on this PR trip. I remember you say that you wanted to do this, or in school, I remember you saying you want to do this. It was just so funny. So this is just showing me that clearly I'm a huge oversharer, and I have told literally every single person that I've met that I've wanted to get a nose job. I'm at my parents' house right now. I decided to have a bit of a change of scenery since I've been home for like 3-4 days straight. So it was nice to do nothing in another house. My face is looking pretty good. This eye is looking so much better. Like, I could fully open up my eye. Like, obviously I still have this bruise thing over here and it's still swollen on my lid. I could feel it, but like, worlds better than it was yesterday. I don't want to diminish the seriousness of getting a rhinoplasty, but this is very easy. It's just so crazy because I see such a variety of experiences, especially on YouTube in vlogs. So many people either have horrible experiences where their faces are so blown up for like a couple days and they're so uncomfortable and in pain, which really sucks. And then there are people who barely bruise and who have pretty good experiences. And I'm really happy that I'm the latter. It's making this a pretty painless and pleasant experience. Hey, hello, it's day 5. I wasn't even really gonna update today because there's really not much going on, but I figured I would just give you my 2 little updates that I have today. I took the bandage off, and normally when I change my gauze underneath my nose, I try not to look at it because it kind of freaks me out. But I figured I would kind of let my nostrils get a little bit of air because it's been covered with gauze for 5 days straight. And this is what it's looking like right now. It's so incredibly swollen. I tried to touch the tip and it feels like half numb. It's super weird. My second update is that I actually washed my hair today, which is pretty exciting, more exciting than you may think. I feel more like a human, which is good. I felt so like gross. I've been taking baths, but I've been dying to wash my hair and it just felt so good. I was like really careful. I did like really low pressure, making sure not to get my face wet at all. I didn't. It was very successful, and I blow dried my hair and it just feels so nice. So tomorrow I'm gonna try and do my hair all nice and pretty for my special occasion of getting my cast off. Anyways, there's really not much going on, honestly. I've just been relaxing. I had a meeting earlier this morning for work. I've been watching Canada's Drag Race, which has been wonderful and very entertaining, and I just ordered some fresh pressed juices. So yeah, those are all of my updates. Gonna go watch more Canada's Drag Race. Bye. What day is it? It's day 6, and that means this baby and these babies, I'm talking the splints, are coming out. I put on real clothes. I'm wearing jeans. I'm questioning why I did that. I have been mentally preparing myself for this moment though, since before I even got my surgery, because I knew that this would probably be the hardest part, seeing my nose for the first time and just kind of getting it in my head that this is not what my nose is gonna look like, because I know it is gonna look a little bit crazy and swollen. I'm kind of sad because my mom can't come into the doctor's office with me because of COVID restrictions. So I'm gonna be doing it by myself. It's too bad. I really wish she would be there for the reveal. So I'm gonna record it on my phone, obviously for this vlog and also just for my personal records. And we'll see what my reaction ends up being. So I'll catch up with you guys then. Is it gonna hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt. It's annoying to have something from the inside come out, but it's a bit also gross.
That's fine.
So for the video, it's
Kind of
fine.
satisfying.
Your nose may look too big. It's maybe very swollen. I even had patients that had huge humps, and despite me spending 4 hours of my best work, the hump is still there. The structure inside the nose are reformed and reshaped or remove that hump. But the skin has memory.
Yeah.
And it goes back to where it was, elastin collagen fibers. It takes time for all the skin to redrape. So just also give me a big breath. Your camera is going to see the results before you see it.
It doesn't hurt at all.
Good. Amazing. Sorry. Okay, so you're very swollen, but you're already starting to start seeing the results. I'm so happy for you. This is the exciting part.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what to say.
And this is very, very swollen.
Yeah,
so I'm going to show you how swollen you are and how much smaller you're going to get. When I press down,
Yeah, I feel it.
yeah, look how spongy it is. I could press down up to half a centimeter.
Right,
Do you see that?
right.
And here too, there's half a centimeter of down. So if I keep my finger there and I let go, it's already inside.
So the tip is gonna get more refined?
Promise, promise, promise. It's super, super swollen. So if you want to just kind of understand, press on it just so you can see. Look.
Oh, weird.
You see how much it goes back down?
Yeah.
Press on my nose. There's no give.
Yeah.
Yours has a half a centimeter of give. Do you see where it's going to be?
Yeah.
Look where it's going to be here.
Yeah.
Look where it's going to be there.
Wow.
So it's really going to go much, much lower.
Oh my god, my nose is gonna be perfect.
Yeah, it's really almost there. Very happy for you, Jamie. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So, okay. First of all, I was so worried about him taking out the splints. I thought that they were going to hurt so much. The whole process was honestly so painless. Dr. Sinno is just a fantastic doctor. This whole entire experience has been so pleasant. I feel like everything that he does is done with such care and with such intention that the results are just fantastic. Hence the very little bruising and not even hurting taking the splints out of my nose, like not even like a pinch. My mind is blown. Besides that, holy crap, this is my new nose. It's incredibly swollen right now. He was showing me, he was pushing down on my nose, you can see in the video, and he was telling me that there was a half a centimeter of swelling basically all around the nose. I could just imagine that when the swelling in my face goes down, I can move this part of my mouth more, and the swelling in the tip and the bridge and everything goes down. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm like bleeding out of my nose, horrible. That it's just going to look exactly how I've always imagined. You know, it's funny, I thought I was going to cry when I saw the reveal, but I still feel like this whole experience hasn't even set in yet. Yeah, it's probably just gonna hit me out of nowhere, but I'm super happy. Mom, what do you think?
I think it's great.
She thinks it's great. What he put on my nose are called steri strips, and these strips are going to stay on my nose for about 2 weeks. They're gonna fall off on their own, and they're meant to control the swelling, and just kind of help it get less swollen quicker. I think I did find a very good doctor, yeah. It's definitely not luck. It requires a lot of skill from a very talented doctor who is good at noses. What do you think, Ollie? He doesn't care. Actually, I can smell now, which is super exciting. And it's just kind of annoying because all I smell right now are medical ingredients or medical things that were shoved up my nose. Okay, bye. It's the hottest thing. It's been 2 days since I got my cast off, and there's already been so much improvements in my nose. Improvements as in like the swelling has gone down. Here's what my nose is looking like right now, from the front, from the side, underneath. I could already start seeing more definition in the tip, like there's like little creases coming in over here, which is so exciting. There's definitely more swelling on the right side of my face, but the nose goes in a little bit here because it's less swollen, and here it's still very, very swollen. I could feel it, and it hasn't yet done that indent. I'm so happy. I can't believe this is already 8 days post-op, and things are really looking pretty good. So I can't wait to see what it looks like another week.
Hello. So it's been about 2 weeks minus like a day and a half since my surgery, which is really crazy. And I wanted to show you guys what things are looking like right now. Things are definitely improving as far as swelling and like my nose just kind of settling into my face and all of that. But there's also still a really, really long way to go. 80% of the swelling goes away only at 6 weeks. So I still have 4 weeks to go to see more of like a final result than what I'm looking at right now. So here's what my nose is looking like. It's definitely so much more defined than it was the last time I showed you guys. My lips look kind of weird because I was putting on lip liner just to like test it out, so trying to ignore that. Here's what it looks like on the profile from the front, from the other side, and I guess like a 3/4 view too. The most noticeable swelling for me is definitely in the tip, and I do know that the tip takes a really long time to go down. It can take up to a year to go down. That's kind of the last place the swelling goes away. My smile is still not back, but it is improving. I can finally smile and show my teeth, whereas before I was like this. As far as how I'm adjusting to this nose, it's definitely weird. Like when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, this is different. But at the same time, I don't feel like it's so different where it completely takes me aback. It's just different enough where I'm like, oh, okay, I noticed something is different here. This morning, my last 3 steri strips on my nose fell off, so now my nose has nothing on it, and this is the first time I am, you know, cast or strip free since my surgery, which is very exciting. And I think I may put on some makeup today and see what I look like with makeup, which is going to be such an experience. I'm almost scared to like put makeup on. I don't know why, but I've been avoiding it. But I think I'm going to try and do that later today. I put makeup on for the first time in 2 weeks, and the first time with my new nose, and wow, I still feel like I look a little bit weird because I can't move my upper lip, and when I smile, it still looks not like my smile, and so that throws me off a little bit. But I'm just so happy. I just love it so much. I feel like it looks so good. This is like my quintessential everyday look that I'm wearing right now, and so it just feels so good for this to be on my face, and then to see it in conjunction with my nose. I just feel so confident and good, and I just feel so happy. I really did not expect that I would cry. It's a good thing I'm wearing tube-in mascara right now. My eyeliner is so uneven because I haven't done it in so long, but I don't even care. I'm just so happy. Okay, it's my little update. It's so cute. Okay, bye. Okay, it is time for my almost 3-week update. I think I'm 2 days before my official 3-week mark. Here's how things are looking. Swelling has definitely decreased a lot. The mobility in my mouth, much better. Although I'm still numb over here, and there's still like a ways to go, but it's definitely getting better and better each day. I wanted to mention something that I have never heard anybody talk about, but I just posted about it on Instagram, and so many of you were writing me back telling me that you either have friends who've experienced it or you've experienced it yourself, and I've never heard of this before, and I just find it so interesting. So you guys know I am very, very dry. My skin has actually been incredibly oily over the last couple of weeks. I find that especially when I wear makeup, my skin gets so glowy to the point where it is actually oily. And that's never happened to me in my life. Some people said that it kind of just stayed that way, that their skin just
changed and never went back. Some people said that it went back to normal after a couple months, or normal being like their original skin type. Honestly, I'm not mad at this. I feel like my skin over the last couple of weeks has never looked better, mostly because I think I just haven't really been wearing a lot of makeup. And so giving my skin like a solid break where I pretty much did not put a stitch of makeup on for 2 weeks was just really good for it. But besides that, I just find my skin has been very hydrated and not super dry, which I guess has something to do with my surgery. Besides all of that, I will say that the asymmetry in my nostrils, never thought I would say that sentence before, is definitely improving. The right side is a lot less swollen. I think from here on out, it's kind of just a waiting game. I'm at 3 weeks. I have 3 more weeks until 80% of the swelling has gone down, so it's even gonna look more defined. I feel like I've really passed the hardest parts, so to speak. But I think overall, as far as the way that I'm feeling, I'm already so used to this nose. And now when I look at videos or pictures of me with my other nose, my old nose, sounds so weird to say, I almost feel like it looks weird. It just kind of feels like this has always been on my face, which is perfect. That's exactly how I want it to feel. And I'm just so happy. Also, I don't think I ever really said exactly what I wanted to change about my nose, which is really silly of me. But basically what I wanted to change is exactly what was successfully done. And that was pretty much just defining the tip of my nose and making it a little bit more refined, lifting it as well, because my nose did have like a lower angle. And so he definitely achieved that, but lifted without being too lifted, like that perfect lift where it doesn't look unnatural. And he just straightened my nose a little bit and narrowed the bridge. And that's all I wanted, and that's exactly what I got. Okay, bye. So this is my last official update for this vlog. Like I keep saying, I will continue to give you guys updates specifically about my nose, probably on Instagram. So if you want to follow me, it's at Jamie Paige Beauty. And I'll just let you guys know when things change, if things really change. But like I keep saying, I've kind of hit the point now where it's just a waiting game. So I had to just switch the lighting for the before and after. Here it is from the front. I gotta say, I'm really proud of myself. First of all, for doing this for me, but also for how I've handled this. Like I kind of said in the middle of the video, talking about this procedure or the thought of even doing this and having to share it with my subscribers was such a scary prospect for me that I just didn't do it for the longest time because of that. I'm just really proud of myself that I'm at the place in my life where I feel so self-assured, where I feel so confident that I feel like I can shout this from the rooftop and feel no shame, no embarrassment, and I'm just like proud. I think a lot of people have this idea that if you get some sort of elective plastic surgery that you're either vain, you're not confident in yourself, you're insecure, and I don't think that's true at all. It's actually quite a powerful thing for a woman or a man or a person to take control of their body and say, you know what, I don't love this, so I'm gonna change it. And it's not because I don't love myself, it's just because it's something that I want to do for myself, and that's going to make me happy. My only regret in this process is not doing it sooner, but even so, I feel like if I would have done it sooner, I just wouldn't have been ready. And I also don't think I would have found the doctor that I found. I know that Dr. Sinno was the right and perfect doctor for me to give me the results that I wanted. I do believe that I had such an amazing experience because of him, his work, and his team. And I'm just really, really grateful for finding him and for him giving me the nose that I've always dreamed of. I don't feel like I look like a different person. I just feel like there's kind of something there. You're like, wait, something's different, but I can't pinpoint what it is. And I'm just so happy. So if you're watching this, Dr. Sinno, thank you. I had a couple people tell me, they're like, it's so crazy. I find that your other features pop so much, and that just made me so happy because that was exactly what I told Dr. Sinno. And I think that's what we achieved. And I'm just so thrilled because I love my eyes and I love my smile, and to be able to highlight those features on my face just makes me really thrilled. I hope that you guys could appreciate that, you know, putting myself out there in this way is really not the easiest thing in the world. It's a very vulnerable place for me to be at. Honestly, through this process, I don't think I've ever felt as close to my community as I have. By sharing these really, really personal moments with you guys, it really just made me feel like our relationship went to the next level a little bit. And it makes me feel really good. And you guys make it really easy to share because you're just so supportive and wonderful. By the way, I do want to do a Q&A maybe in a week or two. So if you have any questions for me, leave them down below. And also follow me on Instagram again, because I always like to gather my questions from there as well. It's just easier for me to have kind of everything all in one organized place. So stay on the lookout for a Q&A video coming soon. If you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them, but hopefully this vlog did answer any questions that maybe you had. All right guys, that's it for me. I will see you in the next one. Bye.